Okay, what new place can I explore to break out my routine? Oh, that is a really good question. Yeah. What new places that I could explore? New places, yeah, and break out my routine. Okay, yeah. So, break out my routine. What's a break out my routine? Yeah. Sometimes your routine is literally hassle. Okay, yeah. Hassle means like that key, like you wake up in the morning. Okay, yeah. Then basically you went to job. Like basically for almost like a 10 hour, you are actually all your energy, everything is putting on the job. Okay, yeah. After you came home, you are really exhausted, really all those things, and you just wanted to relax. Okay, yeah. And 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 soon as after the entire days end. Oh yeah, let me tell you one thing. This thing is actually happened when I was doing a job for almost like a 4 year. I was like a kind of like somebody having this kind of like a routine that wake up, do the job, and just that's end. Like basically all my life is actually at the weekend, and rest of the thing is like really nothing. Okay, yeah. Like basically is this thing I was actually asking this question to myself that key, am I living my life or am I kind of like somebody living? Okay, yeah. Because it's just like that I'm kind of like somebody doing as kind of like somebody robot. Yeah, it's like really hassle, dude, really hassle. Yes. And basically during the job it's not really that much kind of like somebody always be a good. No, it's stressed out. It's kind of like a lot of things actually happen over there too. So obviously is this thing when you are young, when you are do a job, you kind of like a somebody realize that hey, your routine is kind of like a somebody suck. Okay, and you are kind of like a somebody just die. Okay, yeah, like there is only one thing that you gonna like is that the getting the salary and that's it. Okay, yes. But is that key when you have that kind of like a somebody hassle routine, what kind of like a some of the things that you do to kind of like a break out the routine and explore something good? What kind of like a things? Okay, yeah. Do I have that kind of like a something routine? First of all, let me ask this question. I don't. Yeah. uh, i I was used to do a job. Okay, yeah, but I left the job, and like I'm actually doing at this moment as a creative work. At this moment I'm kind of like a something uploading, creating content and uploading content on the YouTube platform. By the, I'm not really earning any money. I have 1200 subscribers. Okay, I am doing this thing for almost like a 5 year. Yeah, I changed a lot of content during this time, and I lot of mistakes. Yeah, I'm not gonna blame about this thing, but yeah, pretty sure I'm gonna say is that key, that I'm not doing the job. Okay, yeah. Basically, is this thing that stress life that I left. Okay, yeah. And this kind of like a some decision, it's really hard for me, but I took that decision. Right now I'm kind of like a something. Is it enjoyable? It's not really enjoyable, by the way. Yeah, content creation is also not really enjoyable, but it's somewhat not really that much bad. Okay, yeah, like basically I have liberty to do I have liberty, or I have freedom to do things that I want, and which kind of like something really good. Yeah, like I have this curiosity, I have this creative mindset, and I wanted to execute this thing even more. So it's really good. It's really great. Okay, I'm not gonna kind of like something questioning that okay, I have really bad routine. No, like basically it's this thing, I have really good routine. Yeah. But if I wanted to advise some sort of people that if they are kind of like a something stuck at that particular routine that they don't really kind of like a escape, then what kind of like a something things that you do, or kind of like explore something to break out the routine and kind of like somebody free the feel, free the like a free the freedom or something like that? What kind of like a things, or explore what kind of like a something things? I'm gonna kind of like a say couple of things over here already. Yeah. Local park and national reserve. Okay, yeah. So if you are living in city, obviously you have that kind of like a some hectic routine. That means you are living in the city. Okay, yeah. If you are living in the village, then probably you don't really have that hectic routine. But yeah, like obviously when you have that hectic routine, that means you are living in city, like specifically metro city. Okay, yeah. Then like obviously almost like a 12 hour is kind of like a somebody spending your time on the work. Yeah, like just 12 hour. Yeah, like I'm just kind of like include time of travels and everything. Yeah, like 12 hour of your life is actually split. 12 hour of your day is actually spending on work. 8 hours of sleep. Okay, yeah. So how much time do I have? It's been almost like a 4 hour. Okay, yeah, you have 4 hour. Okay, yeah. In the 4 hour you have to do like a basically like do breakfast, do eat lunch and everything, watch your movie or everything, is all those including this 4 hour. All right, yeah. So what kind of like some of the things that I do. So basically 4 hour is really less amount of time. Okay, yeah. But is that key? If you wanted to break out the routine and kind of like a something be filled of freedom, just go to the local park. Go to the kind of like a something park with couple of people. Okay, and not go alone. Okay, if you went alone, then probably you are gonna feel even more kind of like a something really not good. So find a friend or find a kind of like a somebody people who are kind of like close to you, like something like close to you, or kind of like something like close to you means like that your family member or something like that. Like if you have a girlfriend, go with your girlfriend, or if you have wife, go with your wife, or if you have friend, then even more better. But I'm not gonna say that key, like I'm gonna say that don't go alone. Okay, yeah, like basically you went alone and you found that couple of people who are actually laughing, then you were kind of like started judging that what fuck my life. Okay, yeah. So basically this thing, go to the park, local park, not really that much fancy, but go to the park and just like not alone. Okay, yeah, bring someone, okay, whoever the person, and just explore. Yeah, like what kind of like a some park offer like something be oxygen. Okay, yeah. Park is supplying oxygen. I don't know, yeah. Like basically if you are living in the concrete world, then probably you really require the oxygen. Yeah, and I'm kind of like telling this thing by the experience. All right, yeah. uh, so breathe the oxygen. Okay, yeah. And basically this is whatever the that kind of like a something the park is offering to you. Explore that field of expertise, and it's really good. Yeah. And then what kind of like something another exploration thing, then probably cafes and coffee shops. Yeah, go to the cafe and coffee shop. Okay, yeah. Mm, for the coffee, um I don't know. Yeah, like basically is this thing. It depends on who you are. Okay, yeah. Like basically you are bachelor and you just wanted to go to the dates or something like that. Yeah, just bring your date to the coffee shop and probably it will gonna add even more. Okay, yeah. Or if you have a girlfriend or wife, go with her at the coffee shop and just like I don't know, yeah. Like when you are kind of like somebody at the coffee shop, you when you are kind of like somebody having a couple of people around you, then you feel really good, yeah. And coffee shops are a kind of like a somebody create such an atmosphere which you feel really good. Okay, like basically there is a light music of romantic, there is a kind of like a somebody the coffee and things, and it's really good. It's really great, yeah. During the night or like every time, yeah, coffee shops are really good. Yeah, it's really great too. Then another thing is that key wait 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 okay, yeah, museum and art galleries. Okay, yeah. If you have a museum or art galleries, which is also really good, but have, okay, yeah, like basically is this thing which is not gonna happen for every kind of like a people. Like if you are kind of like living in New York or something like that, like a Bombay or kind of like a something very metro city where it has that kind of like a something really facility, then you could explore that. Okay, yeah. But what I'm trying to tell you is this thing now, key like even if you are actually living in New York, or like just example, if you are living in Bombay, so Bombay or Mumbai or any kind of like a something city which is like a really big city, na. Okay, yeah. And art gallery is a kind of like a something far away from your city. Like probably almost like a 90% of the chances that art gallery would be almost like a very far away from you. And it really required not only time because of that. If you are living in city, then probably it has a traffic. Okay, yeah, it has a traffic, and then it has like a time. It really required traffic time, and then like basically reaching out to the museum is far more difficult over there. But once you reach there, once you have that kind of like a something that ki chalo, like let's go to the art gallery and let's do this thing. If you went to the art gallery, you went to another world. Okay, yeah. Obviously it really required another mindset. Okay, yeah, means like that ki you have to think very differently. Yeah, like basically if you are kind of like somebody people who always doing party and something like that, and you don't really care about any history or scientific stuff and art music and something like that, and you don't really enjoy that much over there. Probably you're gonna look for something like that, but it's not really that much like the value that you wanted to get over there. You don't really get that over there, like people who actually kind of like follow the party or something like that. Instead of that, instead of going to the art museum, then go to the party club. Okay, and if you're that kind kind of like a somebody person who likes to do party, then go to the club and something like that. But if you are kind of like a somebody very authentic person, you like to be connected with your history and something like that, you wanted to explore more, you wanted to kind of like a something that key something there is a specific word to kind of like a something like um evidence, get evidence from the history or something. There is a kind of like, I still not understand what is actually that word, but that word is really good. Okay, yeah. But if you wanted to kind of like a look through look your history closer through your eyes, closer through your naked eyes, and probably this will gonna really good. Okay, yeah. Like, I'm gonna kind of like giving you particular example. Okay, I went to Kerkar Museum, okay, in the Pune. Am I pronouncing really right word? Kerkar Museum, yeah, Kerkar Museum at the Pune. I went there. It was really good. It was really great. Like, basically, is this thing? I'm kind of like a somebody person who kind of like a somebody like to be known about the history and stuff like that. Okay, yeah. So when I went there, it's kind of like a somebody very crazy. There are a lot of things over there. Like, there is a lot of artifact. First of all, is that all those artifacts are actually from 400 year ago, 500 year ago, where people are actually doing this thing. Like, basically, they are kind of like a something tat means like that things that they ate. Like, there is a very big tat, there is a costume, there is a weapon. Like, basically it's a very heavy weapon, by the way. Like, there is a talwar who is very long. Like, basically when you see the sword, you have probably seen the sword on the television and you don't really understand the gravity of that sword. Okay, yeah. But when you see this thing in real life, you realize that what the fuck is that? It's like really that big. Okay, yeah. The costume, then basically the war costume are also really crazy. Like, basically is this thing, it weighs almost like a 5 kilo to 10 kilo of the on the weight of the body. Okay, yeah. So basically how does people who actually went to that war, then they are actually lifting that 5 kilo of armor on their body. It's like really crazy, dude. It's made of steels and everything. It's just like, what the fuck. Okay, yeah. Then for another thing is that the crockery. Okay, yeah. Like, basically the bhande and everything is like very humongous, like very big. Like, there is kind of like a something like the gunza. What's a gunza? A gunza means like that. I don't know how to supposed to explain this thing. A gunza. It's a kind of like a something like the things that they made like for the food. Okay, and they make they use very heavy, very heavy, like a very big guns or bhande. I don't know. Like, I don't have any kind of like something word. English. What is actually English word for bhande? Crockeries? Should I say crockeries? I don't know. Like you understand now. So this is what all those things. It's a really big. Okay, yeah. As also is this thing. There is a lot of very tiny things. Now you are kind of like amused by things that, like, basically there is a kind of like something adkitta. What's adkitta? I still not understand the English word for that. I don't know what the English word, but it's Arkita, and it's like really big, really like there is a very different classes, very different styles of Arkitas and musical instruments, tabla, and then sitar and everything, the strings and basically the guitar. Yeah, basically guitar was also there, but the shape of the guitar is kind of like something very different than you think it is. Okay, yeah. So it's a lot of good. Okay, so when you went to the art gallery, you kind of like something connect with the history very up close, and it kind of like something added an extra value in your life. Like, you won't be able to forget that thing. And probably is this thing, like I mentioned this thing Kerkar Museum like a multiple time in my artifact, and it kind of like something added so much value inside of me. Okay, yeah. So if you have that particular access of art galleries or something like that, you just go like art gallery or museum, something like that. It's actually giving you the same moment, same vibe. Okay, yeah. Art means like that a painting or something like that. Music means like that something really something is stuff that from the history or something like that. Okay, yeah. But it depends on the person who you are. Like, if you are kind of like somebody enthusiastic for all those things, probably you're gonna love. Okay, yeah. But if you are not gonna interested in this thing, then probably you're not gonna enjoy it. You don't really get the value of that. Okay, yeah. But still, if you wanted to kind of like break out that routine and kind of like somebody go to that thing, it's really good. Yeah. Cultural festival and event. Obviously, if you have Ganpati festival, like we are living in India, like basically I'm living in India, and we have a lot of cultures like Diwali, Durga Puja, Ganpati, then Dashera, then Christmas, then yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of things, lots of things. Okay, so yeah, these are kind of like a things that attend. Okay, if you wanted to attend this thing, it's really good. Historical sites, okay, yeah, it's far too much. Yeah, historical sites is, it's not gonna possible to break out that route in something like that. But if you have kind of like a simply couple of weekend day off, then you should supposed to go there. Libraries and bookstore, obviously is this thing, if you are kind of like a simply spending 11 hours 12 hour in your kind of like a simply office, you shouldn't supposed to spend couple of hour on the library, because library is even more boring. I'm just giving you my judgmental. Obviously, you are kind of like something very different from me, so you have different thought process, whatever. But yeah, beaches, if you have, go there. Neighborhood, go to the neighborhood. I don't know, if you have really good relationship with your neighborhood, then probably you would. But no, farmer market and craft fairs. Farmer market still not gonna possible, because if you have kind of like a hectic routine, that means you are living in city, and basically farmer market is not in the city, is in the village. So how do you supposed to do that? Outdoor activities, yeah, adventure park or camping, definitely yes, yeah. Food experience, I am not really kind of like a person who is good with the food. Like like for me, like everything is kind of like a same to me. Yeah, I'm not really that much enthusiastic for food. Volunteer opportunity, art and music event, a unique content. Yeah, these are kind of like a, some of the things that you break out that routine and do something really good. All right, yeah. All right, I should supposed to be in here. These are, thank you.